Hey, Jimmy with Cuffing Stuff. Well, today we're going to do the first cook on the Pit Boss 1150. This is the Pro Series. This is supposed to be the stuff. Okay, well, we're going to try it out. Never used a pellet cooker before, never cooked on one. So today's going to be a good one. So stay with me. We'll see how this cook goes. So hang tight. Okay, well, what I've got, this is 2 halves of the tenderloin, and as you see, there isn't really a whole lot of fat on it. I've got a couple of little pieces here that I want to trim off that are just hanging loose and going to burn. It does have just a little bit of silver skin on the back. Let's take and see if we can just get right up under this silver skin and then just peel it off like that. See, a lot of people cut a lot of meat off when they're doing that, and I kind of do it like the membrane on ribs. I'll just take and get a hold of it and peel it off. Let's get this other one, see if we can pull it up. You see, I'm using the back side of the knife to kind of help me get over, and then once I get there, I just stick the blade through, and there we go. All right, there's a little bit of fat right here. Isn't gonna hurt a thing, but look at that. That's basically all membrane. Let's see, we got any? Yeah, there's a little piece right there. Little piece hanging. All right, there we go. All right, season it up. Okay, today, I mean, you always know what I'm using, right? I mean, it's gonna be Uncle Steve's. This is sweet and spicier, okay? I am going to, other than get it everywhere, let's start on the back side here. And I'm gonna put a pretty healthy portion of sweet and spicier on these. And I'm also, you know, it's gonna find its way in here, right? This is South Texas Red. And of course he's gonna get in the act. Go back on the other side with the sweet and spicier. And the South Texas Red. Now, let's see. This one, yeah, let's do this one. That's kind of open. Let me get that down in there. All right, one other thing I'm gonna add, and that's gonna kick this up, and that is, I'm gonna go on the back side of this one. Now, you'll notice I won't do this on both, but this is cayenne pepper, and we're going to the next level with this. Firecracker, yep. All right, now you see the difference? See how much more red this one is than this one? All right, I'm gonna let this hang out while I get the Pit Boss going, and I'll bring you back. Okay, well, while I'm waiting on the grill to warm up and get going. You're gonna see this probably on the grill inside. So I said, well, why not show you what I'm doing to it? This is olive oil, and I'm just oiling him up good. And you gotta try this. This is Uncle Steve's Lucky Shake, okay? Look at this. That is some good stuff. Now, once I get through with the smoking cycle, I'm gonna put this on when I go to 250 to finish cooking these tenderloins. And that's when I'm gonna put the corn in, and it's gonna stay in there, an hour, hour and a half. I'll be able to look at it and tell when it's done. But if you want something that's just outstanding, try that Lucky Shake on some corn and smoke it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. All right, so we're gonna hit the power button. We're gonna push this once. That's not a 5, that's an S for smoke. And we're gonna wait. Let's open this up until we start seeing smoke start to roll. And we're gonna be ready to put some meat on. Okay, well, it just took a few minutes, and she is definitely going to town with smoke. So, smoke setting, there it is. All right, well, it took about 3 or 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes, to see the smoke start to roll. Now the wind's gotten up and blown it out, but I'm gonna take and put this right here, thin toward the back, close her up, and we're off. Now it won't take but a minute or two. I'll see smoke rolling out the stack, and this is gonna go to, I think 180 was what it said, and that's where it's gonna stay. Now what I wanna do is I'm gonna let this sit on smoke for about 30 minutes, depending on what the smoke looks like, maybe 45, we'll see. It's the first cook on this thing, I don't know. So we're just gonna play it by ear. I'll bring you with me and we'll see what this is. Okay, well, I wanted to run this about 30 or 40 minutes, and that's what we've done. We've smoked right now, and let me come up here, see if you can see this. The grill's still running between 180 and 182 right here. The probe that I put in on the meat is showing 91 degrees, and I've got the alarm set for 130. Now, here's the cool thing that I like. I'm sitting in the den watching a football game or whatever, and it becomes time to change the temperature. Well, you see that's not a 5, that's an S. Let's take and move this around to 250. I didn't even have to get up, did I? Now it's 250. This is too cool. All right, so we're gonna roll on. We're gonna let this go up to 250, and we're gonna finish it now. I'm gonna stop at about 130. I am going to glaze the pork before I take it off, and I probably will take it off right at 140, maybe just a hair below, because I know it's going to finish. It's going to go on up to 145, And with pork like this, especially pork loins and tenderloins, it'll dry out on you if you overcook it. So be careful with that. So let's let her roll. Okay, well, we've hit 130 degrees. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, this is pretty. I told you I was going to put some corn in here, right? And I have. It's looking pretty good too. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little of this glaze. Now this is one that my family just about doesn't want anything else. I'm going to do both sides here. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That's going to add color. And oh my goodness. And I think I'm just going to leave it turn like that. That probe ought to be all right. It's down in the middle of it. Let's see. Make sure I get it all. All right, let's close him back up. We'll let him go to 140. And when we get there, we'll bring you back. Okay, the pit boss says we're at 140. Let's verify this with the Inkbird. Boy, doesn't that look pretty? Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. Let's take these off. And we'll put her in shutdown mode. And we're going to take this over. Here's a good look. We'll take it over to the table. I'm going to tin it loosely, and then we'll let this rest about 15 minutes or so. We're going to slice it up and try it. Okay. Well, we've let this rest about 15 minutes. Still pretty warm. Let's cut into it and see what we've got. Oh my goodness, look at that. Boy, that's just as juicy. Oh, that's gonna be delicious. You know, I don't know what all the fuss is about no smoke. Boy, this has got smoke. Deep smoke. Look how that looks. Well, you know what? Firecracker pork tenderloin. Nothing to do but try this. Well, it didn't take but a minute. for this thing to go through the cool down cycle and cool off a lot quicker than it took the meat to rest. Here it is. Look, that is just as tender. Juicy, tender. That's Firecracker. That's got some heat. And I'm gonna tell you, the spicier has got just a little bit of kick in it. Boy, you bump it up with that cayenne pepper, this has got it. That's why I did too. My wife would not eat this one. Well, there we go. Delicious. I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't much to say about the Pit Boss. Man, that thing, you put it in, it is definitely, you can set it and forget it. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But anyway, thanks for sticking around. If you haven't already, hit the circle on this side. I'll have another video for you over here. Until next time, hang tight.